Password accepted. You may now enter the bunker.
And welcome everybody to Enter the Bunker, fun challenges of positivity to empower you, the people, to survive and thrive in today's world. And in today's world, we're not just in this world, we're out of this world. That's right.
Literally.
Literally.
If you come up, what we're talking about later is literally out of this world.
That's correct. So for those of you who are new to the show, my name is Jonathan Bahai. I am the co-host and the owner of this very cool 64,000 square foot nuclear bunker, which you have just entered. For those of you who are watching on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, you got to go to the link in the bio, wherever you're watching from, and go to enterthebunker.com/live, because the fact is that that's the only way you really enter the bunker. Right. There, you're going to get into our chat. You're going to have an opportunity to win $1,000 today by launching a positivity missile from this bunker to somewhere in the world. And if you got the right location, it's $1,000.
2 missiles. You can launch 2.
2, yeah, that's right.
So 12 chances to win $1,000.
Yeah, a little bit about me. I am married with 2 children. I'm totally a cryptocurrency nerd, and I'll talk about that whenever I have a chance to. And but today, of course, we will be talking about things that are more out of this worldly. So although we do need to have a currency for Mars, so we might talk about that a little.
What's it gonna be?
Oh, I think it'll be Bitcoin.
What if it's like they call it something like M-coin or something?
M-coin?
I don't know. Let's make it up. Let's invent it. Somebody invent it.
Yeah, it's probably already happened, to be honest. Yeah.
All right, folks, and for those of you, again, who are just watching, my name is Kelly Cadell. I'm also a co-host of the Enter the Bunker live show. I work here Monday to Friday.
Monday to Friday, yeah.
Yeah, Monday to Friday. Sometimes on the weekend I like to come in, but that's just me doing me. And yeah, I am also a children to 2 kids, and I want to get one of you $1,000 today because it's not my money, it's his. Yes.
But we will try hard to find a winner today.
I try hard every day.
Every day we try, yes.
Exactly. All right, so we have a quote of the day today.
Sweet.
Are you going to read it, or do you want me to?
I love this quote, so I'm going to read it.
Okay.
Okay.
He's like, me.
This is it. So everybody who's watching, be sure to give your city, state, and country, because this countdown timer right here, when it goes to 0, that's when we're going to pick the winner.
And if you're not watching on our website, you need to be, because that's where you're going to enter those.
You got to go to the website to be able to enter. So everyone who's watching at TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, all those places, you got to go to enterthebunker.com/live to get in on this, to win your $1,000.
Yes.
Right now.
Right now.
Right now.
Right now.
Okay. Quote of the day. Here we go. So the quote of the day is, the best way to predict the future is to create it. Yes.
Ooh, that's powerful.
By Alan Kay. So, folks at home, and those of you who are in the chat, let us know what you think about this quote, how you feel about it, how it impacts your life, and if it changes your outlook on where you are today. The best way to predict the future is to create it. What does that mean to you, Kelly?
It means that you need to create your future.
Thank you for saying it in different words. Sure.
Okay, so if you want, I guess if you're predicting a good future or a bad future, it's you that's creating it. So what you do in your life is going to determine your future.
That's right.
Yeah.
So the best way to predict the future. So a lot of times, what happens when you talk about, when someone says, like, you know, I always hated this question in the past.
Okay.
The question, and you get asked this when you go on job interviews oftentimes, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
You guys asked me that.
I did. So where do you see yourself in 5 years? So at that moment, you're basically...
I better get a move on, because what I told you, I am not even halfway close yet.
Wow, okay. But the best way to predict it is to create it, meaning that every single day, you're creating your future and the things that you do and the things that you choose. And every single day we're doing this, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes people get really caught up in just the day-to-day motion, and then they
routine.
And the routine of it all, yeah. And then what happens though is that they kind of lose sight of the future that they're trying to create, and they just kind of go into this lane, right?
So yeah, I kind of just want to touch base on the whole routine thing. My mom was watching something on TV yesterday. I think it was probably like one of like the talk shows or whatever, and it said that routine is like some sort of doctor, and it was like routine is the best thing for kids, which I agree with to an extent, because also I've witnessed where I've gotten my kids into such a routine that if we stray off that routine at one point in that life or that time, it's like the end of the world because they were used to that routine. So like, I think it's also good to navigate away from your routine, and not entirely, but if there's something that's like, it's priorities. If some priority comes before your routine, you got to let that priority come first.
Right.
Yeah.
What if you make your priority diversity? Like, what if you make your priority change? Right? Instead of it making it the same kind of like, sorry, what if that, what was the term you used again?
What? Priority, routine.
Routines.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what if your routines were actually changing all the time? So instead of doing the same thing always, it was always doing a different thing every time, so that what you're doing on a constant basis are constantly changing.
Do you mean like time-wise? Because like no matter what, we have to get them dressed in the morning, brush their teeth, brush their hair, eat breakfast. Like there's a certain morning routine. So are you talking about like changing time or changing the time you do that?
So
or just like one day not brush your teeth?
Well, yeah, I do not advocate that.
Right.
but I think that it's the other times. It's the times that, there's these things that are life, right? And so what you're talking about, I would give like maybe 10, 15% of your time, right?
Yep.
But then there's the whole weekend.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Yes.
Right? Now, if it's the same thing all the time, where it's like, okay, on this day we're going to do this, on this day we're going to do that, and you just keep doing that, and they freak out when you do something different.
When you do something different, exactly.
But if every single weekend they're just like, what's going to happen? I don't know.
Yeah.
But if they get into the habit of like getting into something which I don't know is going to happen, or it's going to be something totally different every time, then they get comfortable with that comfort zone of expanding it to being into the die zone, right?
So I kind of have like a thing with that. So we went camping every summer this weekend. So 7 weekends in a row we went camping.
Yeah.
They knew we were going camping, but we always went to a different place.
There you go. Yes.
So we still kind of kept the routine, but we also we didn't go to the same place every time.
It was unfamiliar every time.
Exactly. Yeah.
So there was always going to be a new adventure every single time you went camping, because it was going to be a totally different place. It could be a place where you went fishing or you went swimming or something like that.
And do something different every time. Yeah.
Or got attacked by bears and scare them off.
True story. Yeah. All right,
So,
let's see what some of the chat.
Let's see what the chat says about this.
So we have, let's say hi to some of the chat first, I guess. I'll just say hi to the first few people that were on here. So we have a few new people. Hello, Luke. Riley's here. Semilia was here yesterday. Welcome again, Semilia.
Welcome back.
We have Jacob just joined. Welcome, Jason, sorry. Russell, of course. Kelly is a child to 2 kids. What?
That is actually what you said.
Is it?
Yeah, you kind of went backwards when you gave your intro.
Okay. Yeah, I felt a little nervous then, not gonna lie. So I just felt like I was put on the spot. That's gonna happen to people though, so it's okay. We got Brittany. Hello, Brittany. Brittany also was here yesterday. So Brittany and Semilia are both returners from yesterday. Stephanie, welcome. Marilyn, hello, Marilyn. Matt just joined. Richard joined. Welcome, guys. All right, so for those of you who just joined, make sure you send in your 2 locations, and we're going to go back to the quote and what people said about the quote. So Brittany says, I think that quote means manifestation. Okay, I was actually thinking that because I was like, oh, back to manifestation.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
It really is the only way to ensure your path. Stop leaving chances up to other people and get up and get things moving.
So it's interesting she noted the thing about leaving it to other people, because there's another quote that comes to mind that basically if you, it said something like basically like, if you don't have a dream for yourself, somebody else will have one for you, and it's not going to be really what you want.
Of course not, because
Right?
it's not what you want.
Yeah.
They're not you.
Yeah, but for people who don't aspire to actually like step up and do that for themselves, they end up basically in kind of the drudge of life, and it just becomes so dissatisfying. And it's unfortunate because a lot of people just aren't even taught to do that.
Right.
They're just taught, it's like, okay, go to school, go get a job, do this, do that, and just do these things, with no thought whatsoever about, is this like fulfilling your dreams? Is this like what you
Is this
really
what
are passionate
is making
about?
you happy?
Is this is this really gonna like take you where you want to go?
Right.
Right? Instead, it's like, do this and do that. It's not about, here's a question that every single person gets asked when they're in high school. What do you want to be when you grow up? Right? When you're a kid, what do you want to be when you grow up? And immediately, what does it go to? A career choice. That's it.
Not for my kids.
Some people will say, I want to be a daddy.
Yeah.
I want to be a mommy.
Yeah.
Right? Some
That
people
was
do,
me.
and
I
that's
wanted to
good.
be a mom.
And that's good. But here's the thing. That question is not the right question. Remember, the right question leads to the right answer.
Right.
The right question that people have to be asking themselves is, what kind of life do you want to live? Because when people ask you, what do you want to be? There's an automatic kind of like an association you have when you say whatever you say, thinking it's going to lead to a certain type of life.
But that's not gonna.
But it doesn't always.
So if you picture the life that you want to live, if you go for the life you want to live, that's gonna make your decision.
It can
take you anywhere.
It could take you anywhere to
you're gonna
arrive
live
at the
that
life
life.
you want to live.
Right.
It's not about what do you want to be, because what do you want to be? You want to be happy.
I honestly could never have answered. I never could answer that question when
Yeah.
anybody asked me. Like, if you asked me when I was like super little, my dream job was an ice cream scooper because I loved ice cream. But like, and then it was a marine biologist, and then it was because that's the question I've always been asked. And it's funny that you say that because I actually asked my kids that not too long ago.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, oh my gosh, I shouldn't have asked them that.
But the thing is everybody's going to be asking that. Right?
Yes.
I mean, even in school, they
Yeah.
make you take tests that ask you these questions.
Right.
Right. So, but the fact is that the right question to be asking yourself is, what kind of life do you want to live? And then from that, what is going to get you there? Right. So if you again
Have the objective.
predict the future is
Yep.
to create it. So to predict the future, to create the life you want to live.
Yeah.
You have to first have that clear, and then you know where your future is going to be, and then you can start to actually take the steps to get you there. But it's not necessarily going to be associated, like a lot of people will say, for example, I want to be a doctor.
Right.
Because in the back of their minds, they're thinking, I'll have money, I'll have status, I'll have this, I'll have that, I'll have like all these things.
Maybe if they thought more, I want to help people,
Yeah.
that would just lead them to be a doctor.
Or they think, if it's about helping people, then they're like, that's why they want to be a doctor.
Yeah.
But then some people go on to do that and then find out that the system doesn't do that. The system does something else.
Yeah.
Right? And then suddenly they become disillusioned because guess what? They're not living the life that they want to live.
Right.
Right? They're now in a spot where they thought they should have been there and they become disillusioned and they get upset and then they start to screw up their lives.
So I know we're kind of gone past our time, but I do have something to say. So what if you knew where you want it to be, but something out of your control took it from you?
It's just a step.
Now do you have to make a new?
What do you mean took it from you?
I don't mean took, but it got ruined. I don't know, like something happened that you no longer can have that.
Right.
Yeah.
Just
So
means
you make a new one?
if that is
Even
where
if
you
you're
want to be,
30 years old?
that is what you do. That is what you do.
All right.
Yeah.
So guys, it can happen, but you know what? If you have your mindset in the right place, you're going to get where you want to go.
Yep. And it's the best way to predict the future.
So Samelia said, I love that quote. I painted my walls and actually says something similar. We are the environment we make.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So there's been actually a lot of chat, but we have to get on to shooting our first missile.
Pew, 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 pew.
All right, guys, I missed a lot because I saved that one because Samelia, I was like, ooh, I like that. I like that. All right, so let's get the paint up. You guys ready? So you explain to them what to do here.
Okay, so here's what's going to happen, folks. What's going to happen is Kelly is going to load up the gun. She is going to paint it, and then she's going to spin around. And then what's going to happen is you have an opportunity, you in the chat, to be able to give us 3 directions. So it'll be up, down, left, right, on the screen, left, right. So give those 3 directions. The first one who gives those directions, she will stop spinning, and she will take your directions to fire somewhere on the map, hopefully close, or at least on target, so that you could be the one that wins $1,000.
I will try to aim for one of those little dots up
She is
there.
trying hard to make sure that you win. So again, in the chat, be ready, be ready. As soon as she spins, I'm going to be looking for the first person in the chat at enterthebunker.com/live. Everybody else on TikTok, Twitch, Instagram, YouTube, you aren't in this.
And if you think you missed out, you haven't, because we're doing 3 more at the
We
end.
are going to do this again at the end. So you still got another chance to be able to get in. You got to go there now. But for everybody who's in the chat now, get ready to give directions on up, down, left, right for Kelly, 3 directions total.
And make sure you're smart about it, because depending on what side of the map I'm at,
Yep,
you want to be smart.
she'll be starting at that side of the map, and then the center, and then over here.
So let's name off some of the places that have been shot at so far. Missiled at. What? Is that the right term?
Missiles,
Missiled at. All right. Cornwall, PEI, Canada, Smelia. Fernie, BC, Canada, Luke. Luke also sent in Rio de Janeiro. De Janeiro, Brazil. We got St. John, New Brunswick, Canada from Stephanie. These 2 are from Brittany. Azores, Portugal. And Berlin, Germany. From Riley, we have Tripoli, Libya, and Khartoum, Sudan. From Maryland, we have Asmara, Eritrea. Where is that?
Eritrea. I've never heard of that.
Me either. Where is that?
We'll find out soon.
I guess if we hit it, we'll definitely find out. We also have Beria,
Mozambique.
Maryland, you're just doing these ones.
Mozambique.
Mozambique?
Mozambique, yes.
Mozambique.
Mozambique. Yes.
All right. New Glasgow, Nova Scotia, Canada from Richard. Cairo, Egypt from Stewie, and Sable Island, also Nova Scotia, Canada from Stewie. All right, are you all ready? I'm going to put some more paint on this, just in case, because I've talked for a bit. All right, give me directions.
All right, everybody, here we
need
go.
Some music for when we spin.
Okay, we should have some music. You're right. Oh, stop. Luke already gave some directions. Oh boy.
You told me to stop. All right. What?
Okay, left. Yeah, she was spinning. Left, up, up.
Left, up, up. Oh!
Wow, look at that. We hit the Middle East.
I hit Dubai.
No, that's Qatar.
Qatar. You couldn't, okay, the paint put some of it out, okay?
Yeah.
Some of the wording wasn't there.
All right, so if anybody sent some positivity to Qatar today, could have won $1,000. We'll see if she's going to be able to. So here she's going to go again. Again, I'm going to watch the chat. The first ones that give the directions, I'll be taking your directions and giving it to Kelly to aim, hopefully, where you have launched a positivity missile.
Send directions, peeps.
And go. I'm taking the directions now. Here we go. Stop. Richard got his directions in, and it is left, left, up.
Left, left, up.
Oh! In the top portions of Quebec. Middle of Nowhereville.
Probably about 400 kilometers from Shafireville.
Yeah.
None of mine have stuck so far.
Just on the east side of the Hudson Bay.
The Hudson Bay.
If you want to join us there. And we're back?
Yeah.
We're back. Sorry about the little forte there. But we're going to be taking one more shot. I'm going to be watching. Kelly's going to start spinning soon. And here we go.
All right, guys, remember I'm standing in front of the United States and Brazil.
Yeah. And go. I'm taking the next. Stop. Marilyn got it in that time. She literally got it like right after you started spinning.
All right.
Okay. It is right, up.
Right, up.
Whoa! She hit, where is that?
That little word, Macedonia.
Macedonia. That's how you say it, yes.
I wanted to say Macarena, really.
So, unfortunately, we didn't have any winners that time, but we are going to be doing it again.
We are.
So, everybody in YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, everyone that's watching out there, go to enterthebunker.com/live. Give us your locations, and then we will get you into the $1,000, which is going to happen at the end of the show. I just want to, before we get into the other thing, I want to talk about what I did for Valentine's Day.
For Valentine's Day, what'd you do?
So I went out and I found this.
Healing Hugs.
Yes.
What's Healing Hugs?
Healing Hugs. So Healing Hugs is a program that is going on, and we got this really cute bear.
Oh, can I see it?
Yes.
Look at this bear.
So healinghugs.ca is helping children around the world who suffer from various ailments. And so Enter the Bunker sponsored a boy in Kenya.
Oh, did we?
Yes, and his name is Nelson.
Hi, Nelson.
And he has a condition called clubfoot.
Okay.
Yeah, so what we're doing with our donation, which we have committed to for the next year, is going to be helping Nelson with his medical bills to be able to actually get him up and going again.
That's amazing.
So we're helping that child to be able to have a productive life. I'm sure one day he's going to come on and watch us on the show here and become one of our fans.
It'd be cool if he could actually come to the bunker someday, too.
Yeah, it'd be cool if he could come here. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That's amazing.
So healinghugs.ca is where you can be able to join that program. Again, I just happened to be at the mall and they were there and it was Valentine's Day, so we decided, you know what, let's get Enter the Bunker enjoying this.
Right.
So can you pass me the bear so I can share everybody?
Yeah.
Well, share.
I'm showing.
Let's share. See the bear? There it is. Yeah, so
Cute.
cute. It's a super cute bear. Pretty good quality, I think.
Yeah, it's really soft.
Yeah, really soft.
I wanted to snuggle with it.
Yeah, totally. So now that I've shared this on the show, everybody, healinghugs.ca, if you want to help somebody in the world, it's good.
Yeah.
It's a good thing to do.
Oh, he's passing it back to me. That means I get to...
Enjoy it for now, because
Okay,
it's going.
I'm going for a nap, folks. I'm going for a nap. See ya. Just joking. Super cute. I love it. That's such a great thing that we can do, and I hope other people do it too.
Yeah, I hope everybody in our chat will join us on that. We did that a lot. Like, not last year because we're closed.
I was actually going to bring that up.
But the year before, it was awesome every single month. So for those of you who didn't follow us here at the bunker prior to us streaming, every single month, if you look at our Facebook, you can see that we would take on a local charity.
$1 per ticket.
And for every single ticket that came through the bunker, we gave $1, right? And so we gave thousands and thousands of dollars to all these local charities. Yes. And what was cool about it was everybody who was following us got to choose who was going to be.
They got to vote who it was.
They got to vote who it was that was going to be supported. So there was like these competitions of like all these like soccer moms getting in there and just be like, vote, 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 and so they would go crazy. But it was really fun, and I think it was good. It was a good way for people to gain more awareness about these causes too. Definitely. The one that nobody ever heard of before us was the Barefoot Farmers. Yeah. Remember that? Yeah. They're like, who the heck is that? They came out of nowhere. Yeah. And nobody even knew they existed, right? But the Barefoot Farmers were one of the ones that we supported.
And they were one of like the first or second.
I think they were like the second ones that we supported, Yeah.
Which is great because they support local, they grow local food for people, they deliver it in boxes. Like that's what the Barefoot Farmers do. So check them out. They're on Facebook, Barefoot Farmers Association.
Barefoot Farmers, yeah.
All right, so just a funny fact here before we get on to the trending topics. Stewie says you should do the Bernie Bunker dance when you're spinning around.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so complicated. I don't know how I could do that. It's hard enough just spinning.
Oh, Brittany remembers that rotating around on Facebook, and she got to vote for one that was picked.
Oh, there you go.
Awesome.
Cool.
Okay, so trending topic of today, we're going to talk about, let's start with a P. Remember the name of that robot? Come on, somebody help me out. Perseverance.
Perseverance.
Landed on Mars, folks. History has been made.
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
I think it's really cool. And I'm waiting for our Martian overlords, and I, for one, welcome them.
You welcome them. So, in the article it says, like I mean the robot, Perseverance, is going to be there till sometime in the 2030s.
Wow.
So he'll be taking like samples that they won't even get back until then. Samples of Mars that they're not even going to get those back if he even lasts and if he even makes it back to Earth.
For 10 years.
10 plus years. Also, it takes 11 minutes for a transmission to go through. So if I say, hey, Perseverance, walk 5 meters this way, it's going to take 11 minutes before he starts walking.
Wow. So
they had a 7-minute crazy period where they had no clue what was going to happen. They programmed him to land at the 11 minutes, and then they're just waiting and waiting and waiting. Is he going to land? And I watched the video, and honestly, it couldn't help but put a smile on my face. Like, everybody's sitting, if we can bring up one of our screens here, I'm sure you have it up too.
Yeah.
Everybody's sitting here. You can see them standing up, and everybody's arms are up in the air. They're cheering. Like, I watched the video, and I just was smiling from ear to ear because, like, that's what they've worked on. How could they? And they're like, we achieved it. We achieved it.
Yeah.
Oh, is this my screen?
It's your screen.
Okay. So do you want me to play the video? Just a little bit?
Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
Okay. Well, that's okay. All right, so maybe we won't play the video, but you guys can go look it up. We're going to put the link. I can throw the link in the chat here.
It's already there? Cool.
Perfect. So yeah, if you watch the video, you can't, if you're having a crappy day, like put that on. It's just them being so happy. It puts a smile on your face for sure. Yeah, so what do you think about this?
So I think...
funny fact, they also have a helicopter drone thing on the Perseverance, which its name is...
That's the other topic we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that name?
Dubbed Ingenuity.
Ingenuity.
Mm-hmm. It's funny how they're naming these things like attributes of like they're basically
Perseverance.
They're virtues.
They are virtues.
They're virtues,
100%, yeah.
So we have ingenuity as a virtue, perseverance as a virtue,
yeah.
Right? So it's interesting they're naming these robots human virtues.
So my take on the article is they're actually trying to find out if there was life on Mars previously.
Yeah. I mean, we went around and looked around, but we didn't really see much. But we did see evidence that there was water, which means there should be life.
Right, because it says that it landed in a canal or near like a water. That's what I read from it. I actually had a hard time like reading some of it, to be honest. Like I was like, what does this actually mean?
Well, I think that this is an important first step so that people begin to even accept the fact that we may be an interstellar species soon.
So this here is the first picture. Oh, 1 second. Oh, if we can put on the screen, I'll show the first picture that was taken by Perseverance. There it is. This is the first picture that was taken by Perseverance.
Is that in 4K? What is it?
I don't think so, folks. You can see his shadow. It must be sunny there because you can see the shadow.
Or it's our Martian overlords coming to see what's going on with us invading their planet. Have you seen Mars Needs Moms?
No, but I know that girls go to Mars to get more chocolate bars.
Okay, that's very funny. No, Mars Needs Moms is a movie. It's a Disney movie.
Okay.
Okay, but all the Martians, they are underground.
In Mars.
In Mars.
Inside of it.
Inside.
What?
Yeah.
I'm writing this down. Mars needs moms.
And apparently they're coming to Earth and stealing our mothers. That's what's happening in the movie. And this kid happens to see it happen and catches a ride and ends up going to Mars, and it gets crazy.
You gave me goosebumps.
So it's a really good movie. Mars Needs Moms. This view, considering it just looks all barren, in Mars Needs Moms, everybody's underground. There's nothing out there. So that's why nobody's ever seen anything. So that could be the case here.
Because they're under.
Because they're underground.
They're in it.
Yeah.
Like us. We're underground right now.
We're underground now?
We might as well be on Mars.
Yeah, we might as well, yeah. So chat, what do you guys think about this? What do you guys think about this landing on Mars? Do you think that this means, we're going to start reaching out and we might get some more alien presence here because it's like, whoa, these humans now are starting to reach out to other planets. We better check this out.
I think the aliens will just be like, finally. Finally.
Took you long enough.
Yeah, exactly. Why didn't we do this 10 years ago? But it actually took Perseverance 6 months to get there.
Wow.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
So one good thing that came from 2020.
True.
In some people's
More
eyes.
than one. We've had lots of good things come from 2020.
I know, that is one thing.
One of the things that came
one
from
of the
2020.
Things,
yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Excellent.
All right, let's read some of the comments. What do you guys think about Perseverance on Mars? Like, what do you think of that? I'm curious. Riley says, when we find out Mars is really just one massive bunker.
Oh, exactly.
That's a good one.
That's what Mars Needs Moms is all about.
Yeah.
Like they have a whole underground world in there.
Stewie says, I think there was life on Venus. Planets slowly move closer to the sun, but once it would have been in the Goldilocks zone where it needs to be to support life, I think. Mars has been too cold to support complex life. I thought Mars was hot.
No, it's further out, so it's colder. Earth is closer to the sun than Mars is.
Okay. Joe
But-
Dickens says, interesting to find out what is actually out there. Yeah. I don't think that's going to figure out what's actually like out in the entire atmosphere. Like, I don't know if we'll
I mean,
ever.
solar system.
Solar system.
Yeah.
Atmosphere.
Atmosphere is
that's
just
us.
just Earth.
Okay, yeah. I mean, so, like, what's farther than the solar system?
Galaxy.
Universe, galaxy, yes.
Yeah.
I think that's...
And then the universe.
Yeah, that's what I'm more intrigued on.
It's the universe is infinite.
Right,
It's
that's
going to
what I
be
mean.
it's going to be billions of years
So I'm
of
like,
exploration.
this is great that we landed on Mars, but like, how do we not have technology to go further?
Well, we
Like,
talked
this took
about
a lot. Like, I was proud of them for it, but at the same time, I'm like, wow, we're only just doing this now?
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, so I think that, I mean, I think we talked about it a couple of, like, actually it was probably about a month or two ago. Actually, it was last year, I think we talked about this.
Yeah.
Where we talked about the latest theories they have in aliens traveling to Earth is that it's actually through consciousness.
Yes, we
that they're
actually
actually
talked
doing.
about this on a stream not too long ago, I think.
Yeah. So it's actually about the ability for them to be able to focus consciousness in such a way that they can transverse time and space.
Yeah.
And into physical space, right? So it's almost like we see these when people report about seeing aliens and things like that, it's actually their ability to be able to actually project through time and space to wherever those people are seeing it in the physical space.
Right.
So that's the latest theory, of what people think about it, how they're actually moving around and things like that.
Yeah.
And to me, it makes a lot of sense. At least that's me, but I'm okay with believing something like that. But a lot of people are just like, that's just poop.
Or people don't want to believe it, or it's just too much for them to comprehend.
Yeah, it's too much out of their comfort zone because it changes a lot of what they have to.
So why not just ignore it? Because it's like such a small part of their life that they're like,
yeah,
that's somebody else's problem.
So they dismiss it.
Exactly.
Yeah. But it has implications. I mean, what if you get invited? What if you got actually visited by aliens one day?
Who's to say I didn't? Dun, 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 dun.
So I think that, so the fact is that we've landed on Mars, we're out there, we're gathering more data about how life is there, and we'll see what happens.
We shall. Luke says, more than likely, if an alien life exists, they've taken a hard left when seeing Earth. We're a darn beehive of nasty garbage. But you know what? You can't help but think we're not that bad.
What are you talking about?
Luke's comment here. He says, we're a darn beehive of nasty garbage. He means planet Earth.
Oh. Well, there's a lot of garbage.
But who's to say there's not worse? How is there not worse than us? Like, we're not... I'm just trying to be positive here. Solar system, galaxy, the known universe is actually pretty small in comparison to what actually is. Apparently, the theory of the universe quickly expanding has changed and is not expanding like we thought. Brittany says, I'm just picturing a bunch of aliens meditating in a bunker inside of Mars and astral traveling.
There you go.
Yeah, that's exactly what we said.
That's exactly what's happening.
Stewie says, transferring consciousness sounds like an avatar.
Yeah.
Did you watch that movie?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
A couple of times.
Yeah, me too. It's interesting. We are definitely not silent.
You know what? Now that you bring up Avatar, that is very similar to what they talk about in terms of the theory.
Yeah.
Because in the Avatar, so what's happening with the Avatar is that like the person is basically projecting.
Yes.
It's enhancing his mental brain waves.
Yeah.
To be harmonized with this other entity,
Right.
so that he can become it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So think about that. Like, it's not too far off.
Would you do that?
What do you mean?
Would you be the guy that like went into like the Avatar? Like, would you
So I
do
can
it?
have a big funky tail and be like 10 feet
just
tall?
not. It doesn't have to be like the picture of the Avatar, but I mean, like, would you do that? Would you like go into like a coma to live another life on another planet?
Okay, now that sounds like another movie, actually. what was that movie?
Our time's up too, so we'll have to finish
Okay,
this up.
we'll
and
have
then
to finish
get on
this another
shitty
time.
monsters.
Okay,
Yeah.
chat, you got to subscribe, so if you want to be able to get in on what's going to happen next. So,
Yeah, definitely. Next movie. Okay, all right, so it's your turn to shoot missiles.
I'm doing it.
Let's read have we had any map locations come in since? All right, so we're still the same as before, guys. Here's your...
Prep me up.
Yep, paint you up. All right, folks, you ready for this? John's about to shoot his missiles to win one of you $1,000. $1,000. I'd like to paint them up good so that I make sure they make a mess when they land on the map. All right, here you go. Pass me this, yeah.
Okay, so once again, she is going to give you the direction. She's going to take your directions to stop me from spinning, and then the first one that puts it in is going to be the one that I get the directions from.
All right.
Ready to go?
Yepers.
Locked and loaded.
Locked and loaded, folks.
Happening. Okay. And
Spin.
Go.
All right, guys, tell me when you want him to stop. First directions in makes him stop. Stop.
Whoa.
Are we only taking 3?
Yep.
Okay. So Samelia was the first one to put it in. Just a reminder, we take 3 directions, so 3 words. And Samelia says left, 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 up, up, right, down. But we're going to go. But we're just going to, she was the first one in, so we'll go left, left, left.
Left, left, left. Oh, almost hit Peru.
Just right outside of Linux.
No, Lima.
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 Linux is just...
Just off the coast of Lima.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, off to the side a bit, Bales, from there.
I didn't see it hit there. I saw it bounce there.
No.
It's right here.
It hit over here to me.
Well, this is the mark where
This
it
is
hit.
the mark. Right
The
there.
black mark.
There you go.
Yeah, perfect. All right,
Okay.
so that's the first shot. Who's going to be up next? I think I love doing the painting part on these. It's kind of satisfying. Plus, I love that it leaves a mark up there now. Like,
Yeah.
that way we know
Exactly where it
exactly
landed.
where it lands,
Yeah.
100%. All right. Woo!
A little eager there.
My mic's falling, actually. Okay, here, you do this.
Fix yourself up there. All right. Okay, we are locked and loaded. Let's do this.
All right, so he's going to start spinning. First person to send it when he starts to spin gets it in. Go. Stop.
Turn around.
Richard. Left, up, right.
Left, up, right. Woo!
Woo!
Almost hit Ireland. Just on the edge.
Just on the coast of Dublin.
So if there was some little village
Ireland.
there that you sent it, you could have won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bet you there is a village there. Everything's on the water, right? Okay. Last and final missile for this lovely Friday. It's beautiful outside too, by the way.
Yeah, we finally got some nice weather.
Oh yeah, we're getting a storm. Oh
Yeah,
I think
storm
we're
this
gonna go skiing on
afternoon.
Sunday.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good.
You always go, so I'm like, I have to tell them I'm going. Normally we go skating. Oh, also, what I'm going to do this weekend, actually today after work, so my driveway is a complete sheet of ice. So I'm going to get my kids' skates on, and we're going to go skating in the driveway.
Hey.
We only sand, like my driveway's like an L shape, so when you first pull in, you got one, and then you park up in the top.
Right.
And so I'll park my car at the end of the driveway just so there's no sliding out onto the road.
Good idea.
But yeah, we'll park the car there, and we are going to go skating because it is pretty slick.
Wow.
Plus, that's like our new thing this winter. Locked and loaded.
Locked and loaded. Here we go, folks. $1,000 winner
So
happening
don't
now.
send it until he starts spending.
And go.
Stop. Joe Dickens. Right, up, left.
Right, up, left. Oh,
Yeah, right there.
off
Circle.
the coast of British Columbia.
Yeah.
So close to, is that Victoria Island? No, that's too far north.
Yes, that's Victoria, just right up north from that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you were about half an inch from Victoria, BC.
That close. Ooh.
That's kind of exciting because I feel like people have picked Victoria, BC.
I think they
before.
have in the past, yeah.
Yeah.
Close.
Vancouver Island, by the way, says Luke. All right, guys. Well, if you like this video,
Hit the subscribe button. Be sure to hit subscribe wherever you're watching from. Smash the likes because that helps us out here at Enter the Bunker, and of course helps you out to be sending positivity around the world with everybody else that you invite from your social media to join us here at Enter the Bunker. So let's make it a positive world. Have a great weekend, and
Happy
See you
Friday.
Happy Friday, and see you Monday.
See you Monday.
Monday.
Where we do the Safe Stream.
We're doing Safe Stream on Monday.
11:30 Eastern Standard Time.
11:30 Eastern Standard Time.
We'll see you then.
See you then.
Bye.